Hey guys, in today's quick tip video, I'm giving you advice on how to manage a challenging relationship with in-laws. What do you do when you love someone and yet you don't love their family? Maybe it comes with a lot of tension, a lot of stress, a lot of drama, and it's not the relationship you wished for. Instead of hanging out in that tension, I have 4 tips to help you navigate that challenging relationship. Let's get to work. Tip number 1 is communicating this tension with your partner. This may seem surprising to be my first tip, however, I see it come up a lot in couples therapy. One partner will say, hey, I'm feeling some tension here, things with in-laws aren't really going well, and that partner can be really surprised by that. Sometimes they know the family so well, they know the dynamics, that it's so surprising to hear that you have a challenge. Does that take away from your challenge? No, quite the opposite. We want to honor the challenge, explore the challenge, share that situation with your partner so that they really understand what's going on from your perspective. If, on the other hand, you are that partner and your partner comes to you and says, oh my gosh, like I'm having some tension with your parents, I want you to pause. What I hear as an automatic response there is to defend the parents. And yes, you might totally understand why they're doing something, that they've always done something, but your role in this situation, first and foremost, is a partner. I want you to hear them out. See the situation through their eyes. Hear what's going on through their ears. Understand before you defend your parents, you're a partner first and a son or a daughter in that situation second. The second tip I have for you is to set boundaries. There's 2 ways to think about boundaries. On one hand, it may be a boundary that I actually communicate to somebody. It might sound like, hey, when we talk about politics, seems to get pretty tense and heated for us. I'd like to table that conversation. On the other hand, there's boundaries that can be set and firm, just as firm, and they're just true for me. I don't communicate them to anybody. I know what I need from that relationship. I know what I want. I know what is okay for me and what is not okay for me. I don't always have to say that to that person. So think about what fits better for you in each situation, really in each boundary. If I want to communicate it with the in-laws or I want to keep it to myself. Either way, setting boundaries is really important. I want to encourage you though to share the boundaries with your partner so they can understand them and ideally help you support them. The third tip I have for you is probably the most challenging, and that is accepting flaws. We all have flaws. Your in-laws do too. Sometimes we have flaws that we are really aware of. We know it's there, maybe we're trying to work on it. Then there's flaws where we get confused when somebody might bring it up, or I have zero awareness about it, right? There's a spectrum of awareness when it comes to our flaws. You may see something your in-law is doing that they have no idea what's going on. Again, it doesn't mean you have to accept it. It does mean though, think about, do I need to talk about this? Is this something that goes too far, that it's too personal, it hits too close to home where I need to set a boundary? Or is this something that it's a personality difference or it's an individual flaw of theirs that I can work on to let go, that I can accept the flaw for what it is, that I can accept my in-law for who they are regardless of our differences? Think about each situation. What can I accept and what do I need to set a boundary on? And the last tip, tip number 4, is creating fun memories too. Sometimes when we have a challenge, we get so focused, we get very driven on changing that conflict, changing the tension, that we almost forget about all of our other experiences. That's what I want you to think about for this last point too. Think about creating those fun memories together. Maybe you're already having them and they need to be identified. Just feel the fun moments for what they are. Or do we need to start creating new fun memories together? Some of my favorite research is around this point between conflict and fun. And research shows that when we actually increase fun times, conflict can go down. However, the opposite is not true. If I really focus on decreasing conflict, it doesn't necessarily mean that fun times will increase. So it can be a win-win. If we focus on increasing those fun times, not only will we have a new fun memory that we can all share together, but it might also impact conflict and tension between the two of you. If you're new here, hi, my name is Emily and I'm a licensed professional counselor here at the Couples Workshop. I put out videos like this focusing on quick tips to help you reconnect in your relationship. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.